And hello! I have decided to continue playing through the Zelda games. I think I'm going to stop with the Mario ones for a while. It depends on how I feel, I guess. It's good to mix it up a bit, do some Mario now, some Zelda later. But I much prefer Zelda to Mario, so I'm just gonna go for it. This is Zelda 3, Link to the Past for the SNES. I love this introduction. It's so early video games, they're so proud of the product. It's shiny, it's showing up all the system can do. I'm going to go ahead and let this play through. I don't think many Let's Players show this part off. Story is not very important to a Zelda game, but I think it helps with the setting. Immersion is important in video games. Yeah, this game has a backstory to it. They use this story actually as the story for Ocarina of Time. Oh, look at this. Ocarina of Time is supposed to be based off of this backstory you just saw right here. 7 stages and all that. Is the king a skull? Oh my god, he made the king a skeleton on his throne. Thought I was going to say one by one, make a clip about it. I'm glad I shut my mouth. So I'm not crazy, right? The King of Hyrule is straight up dead. That's why the Princess Zelda is a princess. Oh, guess I'm going. May as well erase this. I always go with Link. That's his name. I don't like playing as myself in games. I like playing as another person. It looks so terrible. So in Zelda games, whenever someone tells you not to do something, you just go ahead and do it. I kind of hate that they introduced this in this game. Pots? How did he do this? Right button? Pots always have useful items in them, so you have to destroy property if you want to really get far. But I think that this part here is pretty... It's a pretty nifty piece of game design. So as not to confuse you, they made it very small where you can actually go. I just want to see how far you can. far it's doing a pretty good job at teaching you how to play. You can avoid all these guards, you should avoid them probably. We just want to show off the game a bit. We show off some things that people haven't thought of. That's where I'm supposed to go. I want to talk to the other guards. I need 100 rubies? Spoilers. But you can pick up bushes and get stuff from them sometimes. Just destroying them is enough. There's nowhere you can really go. And this place looks important, so you must go this place, right? And Zelda just told you that there's a secret entrance here. So you just go and try to find it. That's nice of them. These rocks are too big to lift. So there's nothing over here. So can't lift this rock. There's a path going this way though. Paths are important. But the path ends in a potted bush. Oh, bad timing. She stops talking once you get inside. I guess I must have been unlucky. I can't interact with him anymore. I guess it's assumed that he's dead, but no way to really know for sure. Yay. Here we go. Now use it with this button? This button? I'm gonna have to change that. It's back to the original Zelda thing where we press this guy down here. Can't really see that. This guy down here to attack, and I don't like that. They finally changed it in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, got damaged. In this game, you can only go down to half hearts. Not quite sure. Oh, that's a bee. That's a bee. Please don't hurt me, bee. Alright, so first dungeon. I kinda don't like how they throw you into the thick of it in this game. I'm going to just go straight to where I need to go, because there's nothing useful in this dungeon. Hyrule Castle! You just straight go to Hyrule Castle in this game. I don't think Hyrule Castle was even in the first two games. I think there were shrines in the second game, and there weren't really any buildings at all in the first game, were there? Just the dungeons, and I don't really know what the dungeons were supposed to represent, if anything. So I can open this up and see where I need to go. Where I can go. I might go right when I go back up. I don't like leaving any squares unturned in any kind of exploration-based games. Over here, I don't want to knock you off. If you knock them off, then it counts as a kill and that they won't chase you anymore. But you'll still have to deal with them later. Good. So I don't need that. Nice little design choice here. You can either go the bottom path and have to deal with these guards, or go the top path, which is longer. I like that risk versus reward thing. But again, I don't like how they just throw you into your first dungeon without really teaching you how to play. If this was your first game, you'd have a difficult time with it. My girlfriend had a difficult time with it. Boomerang is nice. It's actually the reason why I'm playing this game now. I got her into Zelda. I'm so happy. But, she spent a really long time in this dungeon. She kept on dying because she had no idea what she was doing. Which, of course she wouldn't. The game doesn't really do anything for you. The boomerang is a great early game item. Ooh, I should not pick these guys up. This guy's actually kind of tough. He's easier with a spin attack. Just go in. He's not very tough, I guess. Zelda's lullaby originates in this game. I was surprised when I heard this. He's not confirmed dead? Didn't the intro say that he was dead? I wanna see how far this song goes. Keeps going. The entire thing is in this game. It's an important song in Ocarina of Time. It's kind of neat that it started here. Some more monies. Guess the jars only have hearts. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get these. I'm always kind of jealous when Zelda appears almost playable like this. Like, I'd love a game where you play as Zelda. Instead of being about items, it's about spells. You have to gain new spells to continue the game. Yeah, now that I killed all of these guys, they're not in the way anymore. I can just walk through. That's why it's better to kill them as opposed to making them fall. I think this guy fell. Because it doesn't really matter when I can stun them anyway. Oh, shit. Didn't stun them. No. Damn it. No, that didn't count as a kill. Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm not going back here anyway. I would like a hearts. Oh yeah, I was saying that I don't like going into the thick of things immediately, and I don't like that you're up against trained guards as your first enemies. Like, you're just a kid, right? Why does it make sense that a kid can take out trained soldiers? Stuff like that kind of bothers me. If it's later on in the game and the soldiers are supposed to be tough, but, which are supposed to go right. So head to the sanctuary, the secret entrance to the throne room. You know, I just don't like it when a character is stronger than they're supposed to be or weaker than they're supposed to be. I hate that action hero syndrome where just because you're in an action movie, you can do all these things. I remember one show where there was a scientist that was sneaking into a lab, and he punched out a bunch of soldiers. And like, those soldiers spent weeks or months training their bodies to peak of physical conditioning, and this soldier, this scientist who doesn't even go to the gym or work out in any way, no training whatsoever, is able to beat a bunch of them in single combat. That really took me out of it. See, up against rats and snakes, that makes more sense. I think these lights... oh, they only carry through on the same floor. If you go up or down a floor... Oop. Gotta change the buttons, that swings the sword. Like, I'll believe that an untrained kid with a sword. I struggle a bit with rats, bats, and snakes. That's fine to me. If you watch my Zelda playthrough, you know that you really want to kill everything in the Zelda game, damn it. In this case, it's mostly because they drop stuff. But you never know when one might have a key or something like that. I should have lit the torch. Yeah, I'm stuck. It's best to stick in the water because there's nothing to attack you there. Early in the game, this throwing is a useful technique. It seems to do a lot of damage, and it's a very low risk, high reward attack. I kind of like that the smoke that the enemies blow up into has a skull in them. It kind of tried to keep that in future Zeldas, but it was more overt and more cartoony. Just pop this back up. Like the King of Hyrule was saying that if someone knows anything about the royal family or the sages or something like that, they'd get 100 rupees if they told. And here I have 100 rupees already just from killing some rats. There's a crack in this door, which means, wall, which means that you can bomb it. I have no way to do that right now. It's possible to come back here though. I forgot how. Get some money and maybe a piece of heart. Don't need those. It's so annoying. She says, pull the switch over there. There's two switches, they're both over there. She doesn't specify which one. You go over here, you pull this one, and you get attacked. And you go, what? Well, I did what you said. You go over here, and she starts talking. That's how you know the difference. Master Sword. This is the first game that this weapon appears in. You can argue that the magic sword in the first game is the Master Sword. I'm not sure about that. Saying to open the chest, right? Nope. But the chest has a heart container. You really need that. This overworld is tough. That's about as far as I wanted to go. I didn't realize it would take 20 minutes. Well, thank you guys for watching. Should I upload the next one pretty quick? Mouse, stop recording.